How's it going, everyone? It's your boy, the Magalanium, doing another walking stream, another wander down my street kind of stream, another let's walk around Brampton and hope we find anything interesting kind of stream. Really, these streams are just more of a free therapy session for me. Just go out and say whatever I want without the consequences of getting locked up in a psych ward. I'm kidding, of course, because we don't lock anyone up in psych wards. Instead, we give them the right to vote. Am I right, boys? Am I right? Anyways, recently I went to a card shop because I was trying to sell my Charmander like Toys R Us promo card. You know, like Pokemon had that 151 like Generations or whatever it's called, and I don't know how I got it, but I got 2 cards from Toys R Us, these promo cards of Charmander, you know, in his original art with the Toys R Us stamp on it. Is that a fucking squirrel? Is that a squirrel or is that a skunk? That's a squirrel. Alright, I don't have to worry about him. But apparently, like PSA 10 is like $130, but like raw is like $50-$60, and that's insane. I sometimes refuse to believe that some of these prices exist on certain cards. Like, I get it, you know, trading cards are sometimes worth more than silver or gold just because of their rarity. These pieces of cardboard. And quite frankly, like, what was it? Like the Latios Latias, the lovers card, which is like one of the cutest design cards I've seen in my life. That shit's worth 10 ounces of silver. Legitimately $1,000. Like $1,300. That is 10 ounces of silver price right there. And you know what? Good for them. I don't even care. Actually, that's a good thing. It's a fucking good thing that price exists. I gotta fix this because it looks weird. It looks weird when you have that in the angle. Well, now it looks like it's gonna like be constantly. I gotta fix my shit. I gotta figure my stuff out. Figure it out, dude. Alright, there we go. So this is your normal Canadian traditional household and whatnot. I think what we're gonna do, because I do want to go check out and see how the coyotes are doing, see if we can find them again with a better camera. But really, I just wanted to talk a bit, get some stuff out. I hope the winter fucking ends. Apparently Tuesday's supposed to be another goddamn storm. But why can't winter just end? Why can't winter just go the fuck away? All right, February, it's over. It's done. Can we just get on with it? Go to spring? Why do I have to deal with the worst? All right, enough talk about the weather. Because I guess like the more you talk about it, the more you piss her off. And then she starts just snowing all over you. You know? But overall, I'm doing fine. I've collected some. What pisses me off? I bought this like Sailor Moon pack of cards because I just like collecting random collectibles. Like I'm not even interested in trading card games like Vice Schwartz, which I guess is like another very popular anime kind of card game. But they have like Ruby and Nikkei and Persona and all these other like collaborations. You know, I bought some of those. Bought some Dragon Ball cards, which is like 3-4 per pack. Am I getting ripped off? I feel like I'm getting ripped off. I feel like you're offering it way too goddamn low. But then again, you know, it's not an infinite money glitch. These card games, these children's card games, some people treat it like a casino style. Like, oh, am I going to get the $2,000, the $70 card? And they just dump hundreds of dollars, or like they give their money to scalpers for basically zero return whatsoever. I remember I used to, when I was a kid, and the only job I had was like a paper route. What I used to do was it was this in the dollar store. There would be like these card packs. You get like all these Magic the Gathering packs or like Pokemon, but 100%, these packs were just a bunch of crap, a bunch of cardboard garbage that was repackaged into like these like, oh, you get 20 cards per pack. It was all garbage. No matter how old or new, it was all garbage. But it's purely for like the grandmas and the kids who thought that, yo, that's a great value. Meanwhile, you're getting cards that you'd find in in like one of those box sets, or just pure garbage from the boosters. Honestly, those people figured out how to make money. You just open up packs, and then all the crap that no one wants, you pack it into these mystery sets that basically scam you out of anything good. You know, the unofficial packs. That should be illegal. The fucking resellers who have these packs that are purely just there so that unsuspecting, like, people who are new to buying don't know what to get, so they get these like scalped, pre-sorted garbage collections. That's a crime. That's a sin. All right, I don't care what you say, all right, about our capitalist system and how it rewards shit like this, but that right there, that's a fucking scam. And I don't care who's doing it. They need to be strung up, fucking tarred and feathered, as far as I'm concerned. Like, card games, growing up with it, like, I'm not the hugest Pokemon guy or Magic the Gathering. Yu-Gi-Oh was my thing. I played Yu-Gi-Oh for a long while, and I have my Crystal Beast deck. But regardless, all these children's card games get infiltrated by the sweatiest neckbeards and just grifters who view it as a way to make money instead of a genuine hobby that they're interested in. And I'm always joyous when these people get their wallets just deprived because they buy a bunch of fleeced products. Deserved, quite frankly. Fucking deserved. Bunch of losers. But on that note, you know, when I'm thinking of how some cards are hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and there are these scalpers who actually make a good living off of it, I'm thinking, should I just do that? Should I just get my credit cards, max them out on Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, and resell it? But I'm thinking, you know what? I'm too good of a person to do something like that. And this is not me stroking myself, you know, not me JOing myself off. I'm just thinking, like, if there's an entire market based around people who can just bulk buy or buy these cards and then resell them for massive amounts of profit. First of all, what kind of soulless person do you have to be to accomplish such a thing? And second off, you don't even love the product. You don't even love the game. You just love the fact that you can make money off of desperate people, desperate collectors, neckbeards who smell just as bad as you, and hoping that you can make such a profit. That to me is a certain level of insanity that mankind can only have attained in modern era. Because let's be honest, it's a luxury good. Collecting Pokemon cards, collecting anything, just the idea of collecting things is a luxury ideology. It's a luxury delight that can only be obtained in a peaceful society like ours. And quite frankly, it really speaks to the hubris of mankind that we've reached such a point where printing cardboard and having this holographic shiny cardboard that is in limited supply on purpose, and having it worth such, like, entire people's yearly pay, $30,000-$40,000 for certain cards. That's a fucking scene. And it's only something that could be obtained via our modern era of just decadence. But I'm not going to pretend like I'm above it all. Like, sometimes I'm looking through all my cards that I've had, because I have like 3 binders filled with cards. And I implore you to go check out like what cards you have and how much they're worth. Like, not necessarily to sell them, right? Because they obviously have a lot more value than just monetary, you know, sentimental or or something like that. But just look at how crazy the market of today is, and how essentially what to you as a kid was worth $1 million because you got the super cool Rayquaza or Porygon Z, and he's like 50 cents, you're like $200. I mean, just look at it. Really puts into perspective like the collector's market, the secondary market, and how drastically things have changed for better and worse. But anyhow, quite frankly, I think that stuff is never going away. Like the idea of collecting things, of like a secondary collector's market, it's not necessarily a thing born of capitalism. Like it's been hyper inflated because of capitalism, where all these collectors elements, like there's basically a collector's market for everything at this point. Everything has a collect. Video games, movies, VHS, DVD, CD, records, like stuff that really was more or less, hey, that's the way I listen to music. Now it's the way that people collect and really appreciate music. Right? Like the collectors, people having possessions, having things that they can ogle at, has really been around since like even Roman era. You'd have like figurines and jewels. Like, I don't know, humans are very covetous creatures. We like to collect things and hoard it and just like gaze upon it. Even if the value is purely sentimental, we like to at least have value to what we're collecting, because I don't know, it makes us feel better on the inside. On the inside, we feel better when our shiny things actually correlate to the value of what we feel like they are. And it makes us feel lesser when we gamble to open a pack and the pack is worth like maybe 50 cents because all the cards are garbage draws. You know, it's a crazy world. And what's even crazier is that humans know we're like this. Like, we know how crazy we are, mob mentality, how gambling, like how the psychology, we've basically figured out how to psychologically manipulate and just mold people into acting a certain way. We've essentially have that all figured out. We have entire professions, doctors, and just people dedicated to the idea of manipulating the market, the people, manipulating the minds of the consumer to better suit their goals of profit. Now, like this MK Ultra CIA level of figuring out what makes a person tick and then like attributing that to whatever you want. Like, you look at capitalist societies and how they're able to kind of like manipulate you subtly through ads, but you look at, you know, socialist or totalitarian societies, how they're able to manipulate you through various forms of propaganda and music and speech and whatnot. Like, there's nothing new under the sun. So when you consider that all this stuff is just like a happy form of propaganda that you willfully buy into, it really makes you think that all of mankind kind of just keeps on doing the exact same shit, whether or not it be of our own volition or forced upon us. And that's neither like a bad thing or a good thing. If anything, that's like a crazy thing that we've actually been able to figure out how we work and then use that for the better or for the fun of it. You know, like Pokemon Company figured out that we are obsessive about collecting things. We are obsessive about like the thrill of a reward from opening up an unknown box, a mystery box. And through that reward, we can essentially make a fuck ton of money. Which is crazy to think about, that basically all of mankind are gambling addicts at the end of the day. I mean, have you ever seen Asian gambling statistics? How obscene it is that a continent that is so incredibly like okay, look at Macau. Okay, Macau, the Vegas of Asia, but it does like 10x, 100x the amount of revenue that Vegas does. And the gambling that goes, like the other state of gambling in Asia is downright insane to me. because, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just predestined to be the gambling capital of the universe. But I'd say that having entire businesses like pachinko or like those vending machines, which are like pseudo gambling, or even Pokemon cards, where the whole concept came from, even having that and spread it around the world, like, is gambling just a part of their culture? Or not? Sorry, just replying to a text. Very urgent, very urgent. Not that I give a fuck. Sometimes I feel like people text you with like the most useless bullshit, and then you're just forced to respond because you opened it. Not because they texted you anything important, but because they texted you some bullshit that very much needs to be responded to at this instant, which is retarded. The worst thing about texting is that an argument can be carried out throughout the entire day. I'm seeing. But what else is new? I've been playing. Well, actually, I've been doing a lot of things, but I've been playing trading card. Fucking up words. Trading card game, like Shop Simulator, and that game is like pretty fun. Addicting, but like I started looking at all the people who do own card shops, like interviews and whatnot, and it's difficult. Imagine the robberies that happen. People like, owning a silver gold pawn shop or whatever. No, robbing a Pokemon shop, that's where the real bucks are minted, because that's where you get yourself a cool first edition Charizard, sell that shit for 20, 30K, and you're set forever. Meanwhile, the gold and silver, you need the Lester to help you flip that. Otherwise, you're shit out of luck. Quite frankly, I'm not a bad guy, but if I were to rob a place, I'm telling you, it's not a bank, it's not a gold shop, it's the local card game store. But that's if I was a bad person, because those guys are all nice. Every single time I walk into a game store, because there's a lot of good ones in Brampton, actually. I should show them. Yeah, let's walk downtown so I can show you the Game Horde. It's a cool shop, very cool interior. They're closed at this time, obviously, but I'll show it on camera, and I recommend it. Very nice collection of stuff. But I think like the secondary market for consumer goods surrounding video games and cards, people pay egregious amounts of stuff. Like, collectors are crazy. I remember when I was a kid, and I was basically what I thought was infinite money. Because when you're a kid, when you're making money, even if it's like $120 like a month, which I think that's what I was making, or it's like $120 bi-weekly. So like, anyways, the point is, even with that minuscule amount, I'm basically going crazy buying all these collector goods and shit. And to me, when you're a kid, there's no price on what you want. You take it. It's yours. Beautiful blue-eyed angels. Well, I don't see any beautiful blue-eyed angels. Is it the moon? The moon is a beautiful blue-eyed angel. Well, I guess she's like white-eyed. Moon's a woman, by the way. Sun's a guy. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. What was I saying? Yeah, when you're a kid, you basically want whatever you want, and you buy all these collector goods without considering like what the true depth of the price is. But fuck it, why not? Take a Titanic. The Titanic was an inside job. That's my take on the Titanic. It was actually done by It was done by the Central Banking Committee, the people who wanted a Federal Reserve, which is more of a corporation than anything federal. They basically assassinated all the people by sabotaging that Titanic. That's my take on it. You heard it here, folks. That Titanic was an inside job. Most people are not ready for that. You really is stupid? Dude, you can't even speak Spanish or English. You can't even speak regular language. So how about you get off my dick? You really is bad grammar? Suck it. Like I care. I feel like, even if you're wrong, you need to be unabashedly wrong with your opinion. You're speaking Irish. Irish is not a language. All right? It's a subjugation group. Or speaking Irish. Euro-English. Basically as close enough as they can get to that bastardized language. So you're clearly like 12 years old. If not, if you're like an actual adult, you might have a mental handicap. And, thank you for watching, but at the same time, get out of my chat. I'm only half kidding, of course. Please. We're men. We can all be brutal here. We can all be insulting to each other. Take it as a joke. Don't take it as an actual insult. Besides, why would you ever? This is Canada. This is not the US. This is Canada. And we have plenty of snowplows. In fact, 80% of our economy is just snowplows. That's a true fact. Don't bother looking up anything. What do you mean? This is actually pretty good. This around us right now, this is a pretty good job as far as I'm concerned. It could be a lot worse. And Canada, like certain parts of Canada is... No, Canada does kind of suck ass. No, you're right. It has a lot of potential, but it could get better. It could get better. Like what do you want us to do? To snowplow the grass? I think you're just being retarded on purpose. Why would you snowplow the grass? Like, this shit's gonna melt. I think really you need to reconsider how many IQ points you have, because it's really at the room temperature right now. You gotta pump those numbers up, buddy. No, I'm walking on asphalt. Here's this low-income building here. It's got a pizzeria. Yeah, Brampton is not the best example of Canada. Quite frankly, it's the worst example. I mean, it's not Detroit. But am I walking on dead people? I mean, no, not really. Unless there's like dead people baked into the concrete. Otherwise, I'm kind of just walking. Yes, that's a sidewalk. This is what we call in North America, there is things called stroads. Street, road. It's essentially where one giant street just keeps on going forever, and then there's also a sidewalk attached to it. Quite frankly, with North America, with how car-centered their entire infrastructure is, you're gonna have to get used to the very ugly architecture of stroads. Considering that Brampton is like the crossroads city. It's not a real city. It's merely propped itself up on the basis that people need to live somewhere, I guess. So we'll build a fuck ton of houses in Refugee City. And that's what it was at one point, during the 60s and 70s. But, yeah. But it's not all bad. Our public transit's not bad. Actually, our public transit's pretty damn good. But living here is like, it's a complete felt. It's actually depressing. You know, it's shit sucks. City sucks. I don't know, where are you from? Where is everyone from that Canada sucks ass? Because, hey, at least we're not South African, okay? At least we're not dealing with that bullshit. Yeah, we gotta deal with the snow, but do you have to deal with living in South Africa? Finland? Finland's not bad. No, Finland might have like a little bit of its toe dipped in the migrant crisis, but Finland's doing okay. It's not the worst place in the world. You know, Finland's got itself relatively figured out. You guys just might have to fight 50 million Muslims in 2029. You know, mark the date on that one. Mark the date on what time we're going to have to wage crusade, jihad against the imported enemy brought by your degenerate ruling elite, because the Finns were basically too lazy to kick out their degenerate leaders. Actually, Finland's doing okay. You know, the out of all the Nordic countries that get completely reamed, Sweden was the one that got the worst treatment. But otherwise, Finland, Norway, and Denmark, they're doing relatively okay compared to the rest of the feltening of Europe. You know. But otherwise, I like living in Canada, the economic zone of Canada, where much less of a country, more of a place to do business across the world. No cohesive nation of peoples or cultures, just a general grifting grounds. But so far, it's kind of doing okay. We got ourselves a okay dollar. You know, the snow peso is not that bad compared to the USD, but I think the only reason why our dollar is this powerful is because our neighbors down south exist. Otherwise, we're like in rupee territory. You know, the Australian dollar, they're relatively okay. They're like on par with the Canadian peso. The snow. What was wrong? Because I said a lot of stuff that was correct. I'm not going to pretend like I'm going to ever be wrong on anything, because I'm not. I'm correct on generally everything. In fact, I'd wager a guess and say that I'm never wrong. Yes, the button was pressed. So this is like the Queen and Kennedy, you know, the big hub of traffic throughout all of Brampton. It's okay. Yeah, this is what other countries like. What the fuck is this? This is an intersection. An intersection in the middle. Don't worry, we're going to get to interesting places. We're going to go to downtown Brampton. Downtown Brampton is going to have a lot better stuff to look at. Until then, you're going to have to look at the depressing reality that a lot of Canada looks like this. In fact, a lot of North America literally looks just like this. I'm not saying I like it. In fact, I'm a crusader against the absolutely awful... Yeah, oh my God is correct. Shit sucks, don't it? At least the Shoppers Drug Mart is open for 24 hours. You know, that's open for... You're my sponsor? Yeah, please get me out of Canada. Sponsor me out of Canada. Let's not get ran over by someone. By some dickhead. Because I swear to God, with the amount of fucking new imports living in this godforsaken city, the amount of times I've almost gotten ran over by them is fucking insane. Always look to your left before walking, because there's always going to be some retard who wants to run you over, without fail. It's quite the terrible. Fun fact: did you know that in this city, Brampton, has the worst insurance rates on the planet? Not just in Canada, Not just in North America, on the fucking planet. Why? It's because we got a bunch of people from a country that basically has no driving laws coming over here, buying their license, and then driving on our roads. Fuck me. Fuck me. That's what I get for living in Bangladesh. Here is the Marigold Hotel. This is an abandoned hotel, which was a giant homeless encampment until I guess the developer just cleared them all out. I don't know what happened to the homeless exodus population. You know, the homeless diaspora. Maybe they all went to Toronto. I gotta record in Toronto one of these days. Kind of depressing, but at the same time, it needs to be, you know, it needs to be documented. The downfall of society. Here, let's postpone our downtown segment. Let's go around to the back and do a little bit of trespassing here. Did I say that out loud? Okay, yeah, there's no fucking snowplow here. You know why? Because no one's taking care of the land. God damn. I do appreciate my one viewer. Shout outs, big ups. Can you buy me a meal? Can you even donate? I don't even think my channel is monetized for donation. I know I have like a Ko-Fi that you could donate to if you feel so inclined, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Like, look, they basically, there used to be homeless people living in here. It's like a fallout location. But no, this is real life. Like, look, it's all knocked over. Can I turn on how do I turn on the flash? I can't turn on the flash. Fuck me. I guess I'm just going into this blind, huh? Oh, here we go. But yeah, it's be careful you don't poison yourself with the fucking black mold. What's crazy, like, this is like a 5-minute walk from my house, and it's just some abandoned shitty space, like something out of Resident Evil, Silent Hill. You know, in Eastern Europe, they call this stalker. What? Look at all these fucking cans of pasta. Is this real? No, these are full fucking cans. What? Excuse me? Was this always here? This has like glitter on it. It's like fucking shining. Like a item in a video game. Got dark red kidney beans. Oh, look at that. We got mushroom. Mushroom soup. Okay, well, you know, if someone's using this as like a homeless storage, good on you, I guess. This is actually kind of, wow. Like the fall of Rome with Wi-Fi. And we got a bunch of other boarded up buildings around here. You know, let's see what else we can get. This is closed off. Can we look inside? It's probably like I don't know how long this building's been abandoned. It's basically been abandoned since I moved back here. And that wasn't always there. That door wasn't broken down like that. So someone definitely broke that down. Bad Bunny? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Someone definitely broke in here to live in here. Don't go in there. I won't go in there. I value my life just a little bit. Like, got a broken fan in here. Someone's probably like stripped all the copper wire and shit. I remember there's a bunch of yeah, look. There's a bunch of fucking tanks of What is this? Propane? Like, holy shit. Is this building ready to blow? God damn. I really want to go in there because that used to be the Chinese restaurant. You know? I kind of want to go in there. Just like, I don't know how it is possible that, well, I guess like the place just went out of business, right? It just went out of business, wasn't a popular spot, and then generally people just started living here like vagrants. I wanna... Whoa. Okay, let me keep my weapons on tight. Just in case I have to deal with a fucking level 5 crackhead. Dude, the fucking building's like collapsing. There's a bike wheel. It smells like musty in here. Yeah, I'm strapped. It's enough of a deterrent to keep any... Like, it's all gutted. Look at that. I feel like I'm going to get a disease by just breathing this in. Someone lives here, right? Like, this has to be documented. Abandoned places should be documented. Just so that we can see what it's like when humans have completely abandoned a place. Like, this used to be a restaurant. This used to be an Asian restaurant that people would come down. Like, we got Rock and Rolla. Does the DVD? No, they stole the fucking DVD. Great. Is that Canada Dry? Is it full? No, it's empty. Hello? Oh, it's real. Believe it. There's this abandoned place right next to my house. Oh, X-Men: The Last Stand. No way. Of course, no fucking DVD. Like, you can see cars passing outside. Oh, dude. This is like the lobby. All these like tickets and cards. Oh, man. And what's crazy is that like people drive by this every day. Every single day they're driving by this hollowed out... Hello? I swear I hear movement. Maybe it's just water falling down. They should be scared of me. You're right. I'm on live stream. They should be scared of me. I'd fucking beat their ass, first-person camera perspective. Not that I want to fight, though. You know, if anything, if you're a real person that lives here, I want to interview you and get to know what life is like. Because it must be tough out there, bro. Living in Fallout conditions. With a fucking ghost nearby. This is better than the chair I have in my room. What's crazy is it's like there's multiple levels to this place. There's a basement? Dude, what kind of fucking Epsteinian rituals are they doing down there? There's a fucking destroyed coffee maker. Like, all this shit was scrapped. Like, this used to be a fireplace. Like, people used to sit down here in the lobby, check in. This is your check-in space. And yet, it's just an empty carcass of a building. Like, all those tiles. Like, this shit has been around since the 2000s. Look, that's the elevator. It's. I bet in Europe, they like the moment a building goes derelict, they just bulldoze it and build something better over it. Because Europe doesn't have space to waste. Well, in North America, we have so much goddamn space that we can essentially just fucking we have an abandoned factory here. We have an abandoned building. We have fucking homeless vagrants and level 1 raiders living in our abandoned apartment complex as it actively collapses around us. Like, it's depressing, but this is what living through the ruins of society is like. And I'm kind of all there for it because, well, I mean, goddamn, man. There's something very intriguing about the morbid side of mankind. Like, look at this. Is this like a stereo? Like, oh, this is like one of those switcher boxes. Yeah, I'm shocked too. Because I've never been inside here before. I've been like inside that little apartment, but not like the main building. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. It's just a bunch of crap and shit falling around here. Got like the old manuals and documents. Oh my God. We got ourselves some cranberry juice. That's probably going to give people like 7 different diseases. My biggest question is, how did all of this shit accumulate? How did all of it just... Look, and then there's the KFC next door. How did all of this shit just get here? Like, nothing valuable remains. Not a single piece of value. All of it was stripped. All the keys are gone. Except for this. I'm taking that. That's a souvenir. Here's the key to somewhere. And then this was the manager's office. Oh, man. Okay, all right. If you're this scared for me, I'll get out. I'll do my journeying next time. You could buy me a $20 bucket of KFC. I am getting a little bit scared. Should I go into the basement? Oh, the basement. So on my YouTube account, like if you go to the About section, there's a link to my Ko-Fi channel. You can send me a tip through that. I don't know if I have super chats, because quite frankly, I don't think I'm monetized yet. But I highly appreciate anything you give me. That would mean the world to me. You would literally be my first donator. God damn, man. Like, this place urgently needs to be explored more. Like, night audit, June 19th, 2019. Oh, I'm going through some fucking documents here, boys. Oh, it's just like... All right, never mind. It's just documents pertaining to the fact that people used to actually go here as a business. That shovel's actually pretty... That's a good shovel. That shovel's in shape. That's a... Oh, they have CRT TV? I might need to cop that later. All right, let's get out of here. And that was the Marigold Hotel. Quick look at it. This is like in Pacifica, cyberpunk area where... Shit. I almost fucking slipped on that. But that's just one abandoned place. And I'm pretty sure all the other rooms are like that. You know, the ceiling caving in, all the copper has been like stripped from the building completely. I'm nearly certain that's what happened. It's kind of depressing to see that. But hey, that's just the truth. This place has been like this for around 3 to 4 years. And then what's even more grand is that you see this old, decayed, decrepit building, and then in the back you have a beautiful, illustrious, modern tower right next to it. Gonna sponsor my chicken? Ooh, let's give it up for Alpha Zero on the sponsoring of the KFC. Oh, the KFC is over there. I'll get it when stream is over. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's this abandoned, decrepit piece of shit building. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the good sides of Brampton, okay? Because this city, quite frankly, gets a bad rep. I know we have the worst drivers in the world. I know we have absolutely nothing to our name. But I think it's best if we all just go downtown and look at the beauty of Brampton. Because Brampton has some things to offer, okay? It's not just another decrepit modern city built on soulless gain of more capital. It has some soul to it, all right? It has buildings that are worth exploring. And I'm going to bring you guys downtown so that you can get a glimpse of why you should visit Brampton. Or at the very least, step foot in Canada and see what we have to offer. Because we're a pretty good place, okay? Yeah, we might not have the history and the architecture and the grandeur of European civilization, but we are cousins of Europe, and we do have a fair amount that would make your heart tingle, okay? So we just got to do the long walk to downtown. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed that segment of exploring an abandoned building. I really want to go into that basement, but I think I would have been pushing my luck. All right, there was a dark energy surrounding that place. There was evil in there. Actually, I think it's completely abandoned. I think all homeless people have been completely evacuated. Plus, I don't even think it's safe for anyone to be in there to begin with. Like, I felt like I might have developed cancer, actually. You know, I got some asbestos poisoning going on. We'll see when I do my x-ray scans of the far future. It's like, oh yeah, you know that one time you live streamed an abandoned building? Yeah, you have lung cancer now. Hypothetically, of course. You know, in my personal opinion. Starbucks. Everyone's got a Starbucks. Every country's got a Starbucks. A fun fact, you know, McDonald's is the largest landowner on the planet because they got McDonald's everywhere. There's not a single country except for like maybe North Korea that doesn't have a McD's. And I envy them. I envy to be such a massive landowner that it makes countries like Russia and China and Canada look dwarfed by comparison of the might of the McDon. No one outmix the Don. By the way, McDonald's kind of fucking sucks. It's literal slop food. You know that episode of SpongeBob where they're like printing out the gray sludge burger That's McDonald's. And we all know it is. We all know it's complete garbage patty. But it's just chock full of all that shit that makes it taste so good that you can't resist but to shove another Big Mouth down your mouth. Big Mac down your mouth. And the poutine. Oh my God. Dude, I don't know why it feels so good to be unhealthy, but I feel like they need to patch that out. You know, God definitely did not counter the fact that sugar and salt was just so good. And maybe you did. Maybe you realized that shit is so good that it's another addiction. It's another alcohol. It's another smoking. It's another all these other narcotics that exist. Sugar and salt combined, it's just another one. And without the fact that we know it's unhealthy, we would be just slobbering that up. I would. When I'm working, right? Because it's like I got to go through the drive-thru. It's either Tim Hortons, which is slop supreme, or McDonald's, which is standard slop. It doesn't matter. No matter what you're picking, you have just trash food. And yes, okay, I get it. Okay, make a sandwich. Make yourself a meal instead of buying stuff. I could do that. But sometimes I'm so lazy. Or sometimes the meal I make for myself isn't filling. So I gotta get myself a nice injection of hyper slop, courtesy of Mr. Ronald McDonald himself. I need it. I need it injected in my blood, in my body. I know I sound fucking crazy, but let's be honest. Ever since 2016, any concept of normalcy, of being a human that is filled with etiquette and charm and reserve is completely out the fucking window, okay? Be whoever you want to be, because you're not going to be able to last that much longer anyway. Okay, you maybe have 3 more years before you have to fight in a global war. So do whatever you want, because time is ticking. Anyways, shout outs to Game Horde over here. Pretty cool place. I sold my DS to them once. They have like a lot of cool games. Some Pokemon, some Japanese games. What bothers me the most is that some of these prices are fucking ridiculous. They're selling PS3 games like it just came out today, like it's $80, $80 Canadian, which is still like, $60 Americana, but ridiculous, utterly ridiculous on some of these prices. I get it. You're a business. You're a small business. You gotta succeed somehow. But these prices are insane. Anyhow, how's the stream looking in terms of quality? Like, is it blurry? Like, is there any way I can improve? I would like to take notes on this right now, just so I can, for next time. Got a DQ. Speedy gas. Kmart. Man, I hope I win the lottery. Free advertising. That used to be like a optometrist, I believe. This old building from the 1960s or 70s. I wonder what it is now. I think it's just shut down. It's another hollowed out building waiting to be sold. But I think this was actually like fine in terms of property. Here's another beautiful modern building. Feels like something I'd build in Minecraft, quite frankly. Got the marble quartz or whatever it's called. It's not bad. Here we got the, this is the flood, because this region is known prolifically for flooding. Like in the 1800s, it flooded a lot. So they built this drainage tunnel, which goes all the way around. I'm going to see if I can like sneak down there later tonight, because there are like several little entrances that you can make your way down there. I remember sometimes it would go down there just to drink or just, just to hang out. And I met this one cool dude, Octavius. Man, he was awesome. But yeah, don't be down there during a flood, because you are going to. If it's raining, if I'm live streaming, I'll show you what it's like, where the water will just carry you away. There's no escaping that, buddy. You're dead. You're gone. So here we are, almost to downtown Brampton. You just have to go underneath this bridge, which is also where the train runs through. And before any of you guys try to felt us like the Americans, actually Canadian trains, like Canadian train railway system, while it's not as robust as I'd like it to be, it's fairly good. It's okay. It's decent. I like it. Okay? It gets its job done. It's not like it's Germany or China or Japan, where they've essentially got the entire country mapped out on train. But it works enough. It does its job. Yeah, still, you have the paradox where a lot of people are driving to the train station, where at that point you might as well just drive. But it works a fairly good amount. I mean, me personally, I just have to walk downtown. $40. Woo! Big shout out, Alpha Zero. $40. Holy shit. God. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. God. Whoa. Let's give it a food shout out. $40. Thank you so much. You don't know what it's like. That. Oh, thank you. Thank you. For $40, I will do literally anything. Okay, I'm not that much of a whore, but thank you very much. Shout out to big ups Alpha Zero. Oh, baby. I'm going to go gamble that right now. I'm joking. Maybe some of it. But that was tremendous. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, it feels good. It feels good. Thank you. That's just the start of a tremendous career. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, man. Thank you. So that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like to get your needs met, to have a donation on stream. Because I've been doing this live streaming business for a little while. This is my first dono, and it's thank you so much. I love Finland. I simp for Finland. Let's go, Finland! That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. We're going to continue this stream with pride in our hearts, in joy in our lungs. Let's keep on soldiering downtown, showing off Canada to foreigners and nationals. Here is the Brampton Library. Not that impressive, but I like it. Okay, it's okay architecture. Actually, no, it's kind of disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what is this? I think the only good thing about this, is like these rails here. They have this like peacock floral design. Otherwise, this is like some shit you'll see in Half-Life 2. All right, like City 17 vibes. Kind of gross. Not gonna lie. So an interesting thing about Canada, and I guess like a lot of British colonies, is that they have so many streets that are just called Queen Street West, Queen Street South, Queen. Oh, dude, definitely. With $40, I'm gonna buy myself. I'm gonna get myself a sushi buffet. vodka. Listen, I'm not that much of a vodka. I'm more of a rum man myself. I fucking love rum. Okay, Captain Morgan or Bacardi. Rum just tastes so good. Vodka and gin are a little bit mind-numbing, if I'm being honest with myself. like I feel like I'm getting wet brain, like Only Use Me Blade, if you know who that is. But quite frankly, BMO, Bank of Montreal. But quite frankly, I'll use that for a nice Mickey of rum. That's gonna prolong my alcoholism. So thank you very much. From one snow brother to the other, thank you for adding to my fund of drinking. Actually, I feel like it's a very northerner, a hot free meal. What do you recommend? If someone, slap dabbed money, what would you get? What was your first meal be? A first free meal? Because I could go for, I've had too many burritos in recent years, or recent weeks actually. Maybe a Subway, maybe a poutine. It is mine, you're right. You pass it off. There's so much to do with it. Maybe I could reinvest it. Maybe like buy a Bitcoin or something for $40. Dog. Ooh, that guy's a big dog.
Come on, garbage boy, let's go. How you doing there?
I'm okay.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
down here?
Oh yeah, I live in I'm just live streaming, so if you
look like Tyler.
Tyler? No, I'm Max.
Uber driver. You're live streaming. Perfect. Because we're going down to Gage Park.
Okay.
And we're going to see how ambient the downtown core are. Lots of restaurants. You know what? It's funny. I live in that Symphony building, and I grew up here. You know the Cash Cab?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be the Louisa Cash Cab.
All right.
I'm going to give you a free ride to Gage Park.
Gage Park.
Let's do a trivia. You grew up in Brampton?
Oh, of course. Well, I grew up in Brampton, and then I have to move to Hamilton, and then parents divorced, and then moved back to Brampton.
Okay.
So it's like...
How old are you?
I'm 23, turning on 24.
Well, you know what? How old do you think I am?
Oh, you should never do that with a woman, you know?
No. See these hands?
Yeah, very worked.
No, but listen, pretty face is in, anyway.
Pretty face, no, 40, 50, 30?
Do I look young? Because I have no kids, I'm not married. But you know why I'm angry right now? I grew up in the city. So here's the Cash Cab, double nothing. I said, double your money. Listen, you can double it now. And you grew up in Brampton. We're going to do some trivia.
Okay.
Like history of North America, right?
Okay,
so where would, everyone says, oh, I come to a Brampton education. And they said, did I not get the memo? I grew up here. People are coming from around the world, and they're coming here for education. You want to know? I have my grade 9 picture. I'm reading Natalie. What kind of school education do you think I had? I look like a crazy fucker, but you know what? Grade 9, motherfucker. I wore a tie and a blazer for 13 years.
Whoa.
And I didn't go to school in Brampton, you know why? Okay.
Is that Cardinal Leisure? Was
No, this is private school.
Private school?
Mentor, college, motherfucker. I'm going to show you. So, the trivia, though, Cash Cab.
Okay.
Where was the very first mass school shooting in North America?
Halifax.
A, USA, in North America. A, USA. B, Mexico. C, Canada. Or D, not true. Double your money or nothing.
Well, how would it be not true? There's like a school shooting every day.
That it didn't happen. Okay, just answer. What do you pick? What's your number?
Mexico.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little trick, a little tidbit. Very first mass schools that we're going.
Okay.
School shooting in North America was in Canada.
Was in Canada.
50 years ago, 1975 this year.
How many people?
Oh, okay, but do you think that's true? Where do you think you said Halifax?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, Timmy. It was in Brampton.
Brampton?
Okay, dude, I grew up here, and that's a big part. First mass school shooting in North America. Guess which school? Keep going.
Father C.W. Sullivan.
It was at Centennial High School.
Centennial High School?
Okay, listen, and the Tucker, I grew up here. That was a lot of money. How does nobody know this? That's a big part of history in Canada.
Well,
and it was 50 years this year. Okay, so if you look up in black and white, it was a guy, you know how I lost his bet? My buddy goes, I was there. And I was like, no, that's how I lost it. And he goes, you know what? He goes, oh, you want to bet? I was like, you're fucking wrong. But how the fuck do I not know this? I grew up in this town and no one's talking. Okay, but that's a pretty good. I go to people. You came here from around the world as education. Didn't you get the memo from 50 years ago? So what happened? He went to school and he skipped class. They called his parents to say he skipped.
Right.
Right, like any kind of what they have to do, and usually now it's the system. Okay, so he goes home for lunch, and he comes, and she's like, "Oh, the school called you skip class."
I used to skip class a lot.
Okay, but listen, I'd be pissed. I'm not part of the system. I live in that building over there. I'm 43 years old. I call in all out and shit. You know who they called today? My parents. I'm 43 years old.
Right.
Listen, 50 years ago, when someone called someone's parent, listen, you know what this guy did? He went and he was pissed. He goes, "I've had enough of the system." He goes, "You know what?" He got in his cadet uniform, took his guitar case and the 2 guns, like Tarantino, put them in the case, put his cadet uniform on, went back to school. He says, "I'm going to kill that teacher, this, because I've had enough of the system, and then I'm going to kill myself." And that's what he did. Good boy. And the guy just happened to take in a piss that was in the wrong place, wrong time, when he pulled the guitar case in the bathroom. I just pulling out 2 guns, he got shot first. Dude, it's like a Tarantino movie. True story. Yeah, you're wrong. You lost all your money.
Well, I didn't put any money up, but if I
I
did,
said-
I would have been completely
This is the cash
felted.
cow.
I would have been
This is-
felted. No, you're right. You're
You
right.
started with nothing, you ended with nothing.
It started with nothing.
Well, you start the cash out with nothing. Every question you get 20.
What's your dog's name?
His name? He's the inspector. His name is Tucker, and I'm accused of being a bad owner because he likes food. You know why? Because there's garbage everywhere, and I'm just kicking his pizza and he's puking. He's had diarrhea because there's no bins out my building, and there's just garbage everywhere.
Right.
And I got written up because I have nowhere to put the waste. So my dogs had diarrhea because they just put their fucking
Well, he is a bit fat. I mean, I'm not denying that. I mean,
Okay, well, you know the porch pirates? He skipped the dishes. So how is he gaining weight? They put it. No, they don't even knock at the door. Listen. I said, how's he gaining? They just put it there. I said, he's up the street with Taco Bell. Listen, they leave. I was like, oh, that's what you're doing. I go, how the fuck did he get? What? I seen Amazon today and they're regular. I go, are you gonna knock on that person's door? I go, look, why are you taking a picture? You're at the door. Knock on the door, and you put it on the ground and you take a picture. And you're at the door. I go, what? I go, I need some. The people are selling parcels. You're in the building, and you leave it in the food. Knock on the fucking door. Yeah. And you got people like this guy. You know, like that. That's be gone in 2 seconds.
well, to be fair, all dogs like to eat. Right? Isn't that right?
Oh, Doug, this. I say it's a girl. She's pregnant because I get the bad owner.
Poor kid.
Big boy. You know what? Because there's garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
Here, look. You want here? Okay, we're going to the park here.
Does he?
Sorry, your name's what again? I just get a
Tyler. Yeah, for all intents and purposes, I'm Tyler.
A live stream, so let's get this out of here.
There's like a person viewing, but yeah.
We're gonna have this is gonna be the new live stream.
Hell yeah.
Listen, diabolical. Did you know that you went to school? You didn't know that, eh? Timid fact. Yeah, we should have learned that in school. I know more about American history.
Well, yeah, because America is the center of the world.
That's why they banned guns in Canada because of that.
Why? Because of American?
No, because of that. Because he went. Listen, that's when they banned guns because of that incident. But listen, guess who has all the guns now? And it wasn't you. Mexico.
The government.
Guns. That's why they banned guns.
Do you believe that people have the right to bear arms?
Oh God, yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, listen. Well, people have guns. But guns aren't banned. But my point is, because of that incident, listen, that teacher wasn't really pissing me off because I've hated teachers, and that fuck that bitch. She's gonna call my mom. I'm gonna go back to school. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, when you're a teenager, all volatile. Yeah.
My mom was my teacher as well. So when am I gonna call the teacher? It was my mom. And she sent me to private school with a tie and a blanket. Yay, buddy, let's go. Sorry, you're Benton, and I came out to let it out. People call it. Last time someone called someone's mom. That's what happened 50 years ago. You call my mother? And I'm 43 years old. I feel like saying, Google some Canadian history. Last time someone called someone's mother. No. I'm 40. You called my mother. I think, anyways, dude, call my parents. They don't care.
Listen, I don't mean this in an offensive way. Are you inebriated in any capacity?
Inebriated, yeah.
Yeah, on what?
Yeah, I want to fucking kick someone. I got some drinks.
No. Inebriated, drunk, high.
Yeah.
No, yes?
Yeah, no, I'm diabolically.
Yeah, diabrogally.
Diabolical means like.
Yeah, I know what diabolical.
You know. Oh, look at this guy. He's going to hit us.
Of course. Yo, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
I'm walking here.
No, diabolical? Yeah. Am I drunk? Is that guy driving?
Yeah, well, some people buy their licenses. That's like
but
inescapable.
Am I high?
That wasn't really an answer. Oh, sorry, Tucker. I'm sorry, Tucker.
No.
Tucker Carlson over here, everybody. He's going around snooping. Poor guy. He's kind of fucking beefy. I don't know how beefy one person. Hold, sure. Hey, Tucker. I'm gonna be your master for like 5 seconds.
But I'm calling my friend Natalie. She's coming up the street. Go ahead.
I don't know how I got roped into this, guys.
Yeah, I can do it.
This is what the downtown looks like.
I don't want to get here. This guy takes forever, like an hour to walk from my milling.
Well, what are you doing?
We're going to the park, drinking some roadies. On the kids' playground. He doesn't like the Zamboni.
I would guess not.
Well, she said it is. Huh?
Oh,
Anyways, if you see them come, you can have a drink.
Okay, yeah, I'll.
Usually I said with Joe, or he's like 60 guys or something.
He's a cool dude. I don't know how I became this woman's dog walker. Okay. Tucker Carlson, everybody. His interview on the snow. He seems to be looking for trash. Yeah. What the fuck did she say? You sound like a pig. Are you a beagle? You look like a beagle, but like way too big, like a beagle Siberian husky. What are you smelling there? What are you smelling there, buddy? I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, like, should I just keep on recording? Like, this is not.
Tyler.
Have another 40, bro. Are you wailing me right now? Hell yeah. I'm Tyler.
I'm just gonna call you. You look like Tyler.
Yeah. I'm Tyler. Yeah, 100%. A what?
You want a drink? I have Smirnoff Ice, and you're not getting my cruise.
Oh,
what are you, fucking 10? Okay, we're.
Fine. Well, listen, I'm an alcoholic. I'll take it.
Oh, well, ding, ding, ding. I got a drink. So, yeah, that's a yes.
Okay.
Well, I can't even get this done. I'm a vision issues, and I'm going blind. So, yeah, I look like.
Blind?
I have my eyes because.
Do you know how to do any skating or whatnot?
I didn't have skates. Natalie said she was bringing her skates. I was going to go GT Stars.
GT stuff. What? What happened
Can you
there?
grab that drink?
I got like 3 things in my hand.
Keep up.
Oh. Doggy. Sorry. I'm gonna get spiked. Oh, whoa. Trevor, or what's his fucking name again? I forgot. Tucker Carlson, yeah.
Tucker, yeah.
When did you get him?
He's not my dog. It's my ex's dog.
Oh.
Yeah,
when did you divorce?
We was divorced.
Well, then how would you get your ex's dog?
Because they closed down the Chrysler plant, and he went to Windsor because nobody has a fucking job here. And,
No, you got a point.
Yeah, and he's like my boy, and he's part of the hood here. And listen, he's the inspector.
Inspector Gadget.
The package is inside. I threw the food behind him. So, he's like, he just smells the food. They go running. I just threw it to the left. This diabolically friggin' fat dog. He smells good.
Yeah. He sounds like a pig sometimes. I've noticed that. I mean, he has the stature of a pig.
Okay. The drink? Take this. I just crushed it. Take it.
Thanks.
We go sit in the park for it.
Yeah, Coors, sponsored by Coors Light.
Open that, but you get the Smirnoff. That's my drink.
Oh, that's yours. Okay. I get the specially picked out Ted Bundy Smirnoff.
Cool, that's just me out of it.
What's your favorite movie?
Natalie!
I'm pretty sure that's just a bus.
He lives right up the street there at Harold and Monk.
Listen, I'll check after stream if I have it. I'm kind of in the middle of a predicament. I don't know how I became a dog watcher.
Just after it's okay. You probably in 5 minutes.
Listen, at this point, I'm more in it for the dog than I am for the.
Nobody's on this one.
Yeah, nobody. We could walk on it if we really wanted to.
That's perfect. You know what?
Well, you want to walk on it?
I know, watch. They're gonna get the Zamboni and go around. There's nobody here.
Well, yeah.
But he hates the Zamboni.
Aw, poor Tucker Carlson doesn't like the Zamboni. Yeah, you got this, Tucker. Keep running. Come on. Flying high now.
So they'll have the Zamboni go around.
Like I said, Tucker, it's just you and me against the world. Keep on smelling.
So you got him?
I got him. Here, Tucky. Come on. Follow me. Come on. You can't be smelling the roses or the snow. Here, catch up, catch up. Run, run, run. Yeah, I know. Beagles, hounds. You can't take the hound of a... I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm getting, like, dragged along. At this point, it's like the Blair Witch Project, but with, like, a slightly likable protagonist. And he has a dog. Tucker Carlson, come here. Please. Yeah, treat. Get some more pounds on you. Ooh, I love those swings. Those are my favorite. I call that the African space program because, like, you can just go really high and far. All right, Tucker. We're gonna come to the destination.
Okay, I'll give you your drink and here's mine. This is the spot. My neighbor, he's 60 up in the other building. Can I come sit here? And he came out of there. It was just really cold. Tonight's a nice night. It's not too cold. Yeah, you just take it off. He's not gonna run. He's
He's
gonna
not
run
gonna
away.
run off?
He's running.
I don't know. He's a wandering. He's a wandering soul.
He won't go.
He wanders a lot. Yeah.
What I got, Tucker? Can you put that lanyard back together?
What
Or
happened
just
to it?
clipped. I don't know. I can't see.
Right,
I use
right.
admin because I'm half blind. There we go.
Half blind. Alright, that should
No,
be fixed.
I'm going blind. I'll see there. That's what you said that my fucked up. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
here's
don't
your
have somebody pocket.
here's your drink, sponsored by Coors.
That's a curse slushy, motherfucker.
Seltzer, grape slushy
did I put
flavor.
it?
What's happening here? Are you looking for your phone?
Yeah, we do.
It's to your left, like in this pocket, right?
Oh no, it's on the ground.
Oh, there
That's
she
why
is.
I look.
So Tucker Carlson's fine with just wandering
Dude,
around.
just let him be. Just let him be, man. Hey.
All right.
Okay, I hear it. I'm at the park. I got your drink. If you don't come, I got someone else here who's gonna drink it.
Oh yeah, well, I'm almost there.
Okay, well, a T minus. How long? I've been hearing that from everybody all day. Listen.
No, listen. I have it here.
Here, listen. Okay, I'm gonna click open my drink. Can you pass me my drink?
What?
Look, you hear this?
Well, you got two for me. You have to get one.
Oh well, I met someone and he's got a what is this?
Yeah, a live stream
He's got a live stream
with 2 viewers.
Yeah, listen, and I said, "Oh my God, live stream!" I said, "We got some talking to do. Let's take a little tour of downtown Brampton." Anyway, so oh yeah, he's 20 years old, and he's
My hair. It looks like 50 long.
oh he's not. Oh well, we're too old for him, Natalie. He's 23. He's actually kind of cute.
That's like
What?
Oh, that's her favorite number. And he's got a list. And anyways,
We're winning.
but I'm gonna give him one of your drinks. Tucker. Okay, well, if not, I'm gonna sit. I'm not being here for long. You bring your
Should I go
skates,
card
whatever the fuck
wrangle
you're
him?
doing. Oh, okay, well, Clarence, Tucker, you won't go for it. Don't worry.
All right, he's.
I kind of said.
Are we-
Well, okay.
he's
Yeah,
kind of just wandering.
he's fine.
I'm more of a
Dude.
cat person than a
Yeah,
dog
dude.
man.
I don't give a fuck. Let him walk around and sniff like a. That's what dogs do. I
Well,
don't
yeah.
Listen, I got a package. Listen, my dog. Listen, if you don't like dogs, don't put it on the. back home in village, one dog bit me. Well, I gotta meet this dog. We've all got bit by a dog. Listen, I go, so listen, this dog, he's like pig. If you're afraid of that dog, listen, he don't bite nobody. Look, he can't even move. You're afraid of that.
No, you
This is
got-
my security guard.
I'm more afraid that he's gonna wander off and have himself a little adventure like he's in a cartoon.
He does. Listen, that dog, my ex, so he lives up by, he lets him out the front door and he just walks up the street and shits on it. I go, dude, I don't know how. Listen, this dog goes, look, everybody knows Tucker. Circle K, where's Tucker? I know it's funny. Do you even know my name? Where's Tucker? Dairy Queen, hot. Listen, banana split. Listen, no banana, sub hot dog. They cut up a hot dog and they put in it, and that's it. Listen, he really a hot dog. Hey, doggy. First time I met Joe, my neighbor, I was giving the dog a hot dog. They know I'm a Dairy Queen. And good boys get treats. Doggy, you want a treat? This is how I gotta work it and walk him. He gets a treat if he walks. Come here. He accused me of being about animal abuse. I didn't do this. I didn't do this, but it looks like I'm a bad owner. He can hardly walk. And he goes, oh, then it's like, you should put the dog down.
Whoa.
No, dude. You know what? It really bothers me, so I say it's a girl and she's pregnant because it looks like I'm about. Listen, it looks like.
Is she pregnant?
It's a boy. No, dude.
I'm fucking stupid.
I see. I can hear what I said. I told Hood, listen, time to meet me downtown because I'm gonna fucking kill it. Sorts of peanuts and Aki. You call my parents, dude. Wait till I get to India and New Delhi. One more. Listen, last time somebody called someone's mom 50 years ago, they went back to school and shut them up. You call my parents because there's floods in my building.
Right.
The windows are cracked. If that's listen, I worked my life. I own something. Listen, fix it. I don't care to landlord. Listen, holla. You fucking bitch and you about to come. What are you gonna stop and go make a ham sandwich? And listen, you finish. We started. Oh look, it's the drones that are up above. Yeah. Anyway.
Drones?
Oh yeah, it's the top.
What are you talking about? What do you mean,
Google
gang
it.
stalks?
Yeah.
What?
See that red thing up there? That's a drone.
No, that red light over there. This. Okay, man. I don't know what's happening.
You have a phone?
Yeah, I have a,
Okay,
that red light over there. That's not a drone.
Okay, listen. Google first pilot project in Brampton for drones as police.
Okay, well,
Google.
I'm not googling because it's
what?
going to turn the stream
Here.
off.
Oh, you want me to show you?
No, you got a phone, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is the next cash cab question.
Okay.
There's your double. What is the first? There's a pilot drone project in Canada. What city are they doing the first drone pilot project for police?
I don't know, Brampton.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, listen, motherfucker. Listen, in all of Canada. Okay. I guess where they're doing this pilot project. So they're supposed to be acting as first responders so they can deliver defibrillators from the hospital. Oh, so like I can get there faster. Go do your fucking job. But I see them on my window and I have eye issues and I fucking see it. And I have issues I don't see straight.
Right.
Listen, I don't like light and I have issues with light and LEDs and I see fire and I said, I know what a drone looks like, but I go, if I see it in my microwave, either it's police or this, or it's the building, or it's real estate. You use them for showing off, roofers. But if it's not that, it's a fucking, it's a peeping Tom. You want to see? I don't want to be an AI. I don't want nobody recording me.
Right. I don't like
no,
abominable
but listen,
intellect.
I don't want so.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
But my point is, I know what it is, and I see the drone, and it's at night. I don't want to be recorded. I don't want my face. Listen, and you know what? Deal with it because. But this is
Right.
No. So I call and I try and do the proper thing. I always do first. No, it's called do your job. If you did your job,
all right.
if you did your job,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. So
All right.
call them.
Miss. Okay. Miss Tash Cab.
Look it up.
No, I won't. But like,
You won't.
no, I won't.
I'm right.
No, yeah, you probably. What the fuck? All right. Anyways, it's been nice. This is a nice segment with Tucker Carlson and
You don't believe me? Look.
No, I believe you. Listen, I was Listen, Titanic was an inside job.
Yeah, you know the biggest heist in Canadian history was at Pearson Airport not long ago.
9/11 was an inside job.
$20 million.
What's your opinion on Palestine and Israel?
It's not our problem.
Based.
No, dude. We have people. So
Based.
how is this our problem?
Exactly.
We can't even build a fucking. Why are we giving guns and shit to other people's wars?
Exactly.
Listen.
All right. Well, that was like the most sane thing said all day.
No, listen. It's not my problem. My best friend He's the #1 sniper in the army.
The American sniper,
No,
yeah.
no, no, of the Canadian army. So he went to Afghanistan. So then after that, he started building guns. He started trading in Ukraine, Dubai. They're buying. We can build guns here and sell them,
Yeah,
but we can't
yeah.
have guns. So then, but after, like he said, he's like, nothing's getting done. But we're selling guns. We can't have them here to countries that are going to fuck us. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah.
guess what he does now? He's building weapons for the Canadian government. Guess what he's building? Drones.
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty
But
cool,
what do
huh?
they put on drones? They put guns.
Yeah, they put
No,
guns
okay,
on
but
drones.
This is the point. A drone, because say like the World Series, people had drones in because people are trying to bomb. You can bomb a concert. There's a couple. You have a drone,
Yeah.
you drop a bomb.
Yeah.
No.
No, I thought about that.
No,
I mean,
no.
if you get a bunch of drones, you could just drop a bunch of bombs in England. You know, it'd be pretty
and
cool.
They tried it at a concert. So my buddy, he
Yeah,
was in because the
that
World
too.
Series was on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, yeah. And there's a couple
Yeah,
of people
yeah.
trying to have drones fly over.
Yeah.
Anything over 250 kilograms is considered a plane. If it's under,
What?
then you have to have a pilot's license and have registered.
It's just like the knowledge core from
Dude, if
Portal.
I shoot
You know
that
how
as
it's
an
just
iPhone,
like
if
going
I shoot that
like
down,
space left, you know?
I should consider shooting on a plane. Google it. So I call him. I go, dude, deal with this because if I get this and I shoot that down, they go, you have this. And I go, no, but I go, I don't listen. I go, deal with it. So they
All right. Well, if I give you $100, would you like, I don't know, blow up a government building?
no,
No.
it's called do your job.
What about $1,000?
Listen,
What? I'm just asking.
you cash cup, you lose. Where's my dog?
Well, that's a good point. Where is your dog?
Dude, you know what? You don't say shit like that.
Well, I just did. Oh, man, I gotta get out of here before it turns into fucking Blair Witch Project. All right, well, have a good night. It was nice meeting you. Oh, God. It's already online. Oh, there's your dog. He's over there.
Where?
Over there.
You want your drink or what?
I don't. Not really.
Listen, buddy, I'm gonna call you Tyler.
All right.
Listen, just acknowledge my
Oh, God.
alright?
Listen, Miss Lulu Lemon or whatever your name is. Louisa at the bar. Yeah. Oh, look. Another character joined. Dude, I don't know what the fuck I got myself into. Yeah, it's me, Tyler. Dude, what is happening? What the fuck have I gotten into? Oh. I shouldn't be laughing. All right, well. Well, there's your dog. There's a nice reunion. All right, have a good night. I don't know what the fuck that was. Don't ask me. I didn't expect this to happen. To get interviewed by a fucking schizophrenic. I feel... Bye! What? Oh my God. Should I? Oh no. There's an extra person involved. Is this gonna be better or worse? Should I do this? I only have 2 viewers. And like... Oh man, I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't do this. This is just derailing everything. This is... Oh. Listen, we're just here to give...
I had a warm time.
Oh, I'm a baby.
He's a baby. He's afraid. He got scared. He said,
You
"You're
know,
gonna
I
bomb
was
a
doing
building."
23, you don't want to know.
Tucker Carlson, how's it going, buddy?
Okay, sorry. Can you move? Because I'm gonna fall again. Nice. Oh,
All right, well-
I could tell yesterday too. I fucking hate that.
Listen, we're just here for
Look at my hair.
Tucker Carlson, okay? That's all that
Can you
matters.
shape the back? Can you-
Big boy.
Okay.
Anyways, it's been nice meeting y'all. Have a great night, y'all. Keep Tucker...
Where do you live, boy?
Where do I live? Down there.
Way down yonder?
Way down yonder. Yeah.
23. Why are you walking around single? Where's your girlfriend?
Did you grow up in Brampton?
Yes and no. I grew up in Brampton and I had to move to Hamilton and move back to Brampton. It's a long story.
Yeah, I got a side of
Listen,
the
you're
same
stuck
story.
in the dial doesn't. Brampton is the armpit of Ontario.
You know what? We
It's
went
the
to
armpit of the
private
world.
Wait, she went to private school too.
Yeah,
went to the same one.
she showed me a photo of...
Yeah. I said, how old do you think I am? He's like, I went to private. I showed him a picture. Yeah, we were tying up blazers. We're very smart individuals. I'm gonna blow up our
No.
building.
Tucker
Yes,
Carlson.
yeah, you high. I said, yeah, I'm ready to. Yeah, you don't even want to know what happened today, Natalie.
No, you don't want to happen. My week is gonna happen.
Oh, dude.
Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna leave y'all two birds to it.
Listen, this is Natalie.
But yeah, women are birds, aren't they?
Listen, this is what we used to do back in the day. We come get roadies. I wanted to go GT Snorris in there. She got the skates. There's nobody here on a Friday night.
You want to see my
Listen,
skates?
you know
Aren't they
what?
pretty?
We get a drink.
Got
we
skates?
fucking
You
skate.
brought skates? Okay, well.
There's nobody here. Listen, perfect. It's all for us. Yeah.
I've worn them once this year and then a couple times.
I have.
I won them
There's a
like
guy,
never.
the Asian guy, that he rents skates there, but
No, they won't rent these buttons.
I haven't skated in so long, and there's
What
no.
size are you?
I'm size 8.
I'm gonna go see what
This
Tucker
one-
Carlson's
wait,
doing.
We know someone that has skis up the street.
I don't know. I don't know how I found two drunk birds. Tucker Carlson, how's it going, buddy? You look fucking so molded. How's it going, dude? I know, right? You just kind of like a big. You are big and beefy. My fucking Oma's dog's not as beefy as you. You know, you're the real star of this show. In fact, if she didn't have you, I would have walked away a long time ago. Because Tucky, you're the real one. All right, you're the reason why I'm here. You're the real dog. In fact, you're probably generating more views per an hour than I am. Right, Tucky? Now we're going in circles. All right, well, we're going to silently walk away as those two schizophrenic peacocks make their fucking... What was half the words that she was saying? I couldn't comprehend half of the shit that was coming out of her mouth. It was like I was talking to like the first form of an AI, where half of it was cogent, like sentences, and the other half was randomly generated alphabets. The dog, dude, the dog. I feel so bad for him. He was making noises like a pig. He was going like a fucking pig. That was insane. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is that what a private school education does to someone? Because she comes to bragging about going to a private school. I feel bad. I feel like I should have just walked away the moment I met her. But it's like a car crash, you know? You can't help but document it. That was bad. What was that? What the fuck did I do? I'm going to get some food after the stream. Thank you very much. Once again, give it up for Alpha Zero. Fucking big support. But what the fuck? Bye. Thank you very much for tuning in. Dude, everything you've done, I'm ever so grateful. Thank you very much, man. Mwah. Big kisses. Or big hug, you know, if you don't like a kiss, because we're both guys. But anyways, I'm going to continue this stream with walking down and away. Oh, look at that kiss emoji in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. But that was so fucking bizarre. That was probably, other than the coyotes, that was probably like the most interesting thing I've documented so far. The random Brampton schizophrenic and the abandoned building, the abandoned Marigold Hotel. That was weird. I felt like at the end, you know, when I was just trolling her, it's like, yeah, what's your opinion on this? What's your, you know, Titanic was an inside job, which it was, by the way. But, like, I was just trying to get anything coherent out of her. And she clearly has some problem. And I feel kind of bad, like, even... I actually don't feel bad. Because you know what? She was the one who's, like, introducing herself to me. It's like, oh yeah, live streaming fun. Like, I asked if she's inebriated. She said yes, no. It's like, have you ever seen that clip of Ozzy Osbourne? It's like, are you drunk? And I was like, no. It's just like trailing off. I don't know. Is she like that every day? And anytime people bring up like the fact that it's like other people say I abuse my animals, it's like, why would you even say that, first of all? But second off, that animal's fat as fuck. That animal is clearly like oh man, I could say a lot of things, but that's just kind of kind of depressing. And then her friend, like, I guess they met up and they're going to continue to do more degenerate activities. But what the fuck? I mean, she called me cute at least. You know, so that's a big win. I got called cute by the schizophrenic 40-year-old with a fat dog. Wow. That, man, I don't know what to say. Yeah, there's got to be some sort of psychological trauma, because she kept on repeating like some information that was the same. Like, she could have just been fucking drugged and drunk out of her mind to the point where it's like she was on loop, wet brain. But that was, man, I don't even know what to say. I did kind of want that Smirnoff though. That Smirnoff did sound kind of nice. I probably would have taken it if she didn't arrive. But big ups for my man Tucker Carlson. Poor baby. Well, what was that one thing she said? It's like sometimes she says that her dog is pregnant even though that's a guy. What the fuck? Man, I share a country with these people. And here we are walking down a road that we've walked down many times before. Maybe my only supporter thought I was homeless. Maybe the reason why he gave me money is because he saw that I was walking around the shitty streets of Brampton. He's like, me with my Finland dollars, I shall give him an 80 Finland dollars and get me out of poverty. I had no idea what she was saying. Okay, she would say some sentence halfway, right? And then it was just like taper off into not like she was saying words, but none of it connected. I'm gonna watch this back when I upload the VOD. I'm gonna watch it back and see if there was anything you could comprehend. Because Alpha Zero said, yeah, this is getting boring. Yeah, I was getting bored when I realized that all she was saying was like complete inane nonsense. And it pisses me off, especially like a lot of people do this, where it's like you want to say something and then they just keep on talking about whatever bullshit they're talking about. Not even like she wasn't aware of the situation whatsoever. She was definitely like browning out. Like she had like browning out is not the same as blacking out, where like you don't have any memories, but like browning out is like when that filter of shakiness is over you when you're drinking. That's what was happening, mixed with whatever other narcotic she had. Like, oh man, this is just, man, I feel like a piece of shit journalist exploiting. But no, this is real life. Real life should be documented, and stuff like that should be filmed because it's real life. It's real humans, and I think everyone deserves to have their existence at the very least quantified. Like people should have a marker that they existed somewhere on the internet, somewhere on the black box of the internet, even if it's through the 2-viewer stream. But that was bizarro world, and I hope we meet more bizarro people like that. I was hoping to get like genuine questions, maybe a genuine interview, but I realized like halfway through that there was no coherent thought or action or anything. Even when she was letting Tucker Carlson off the leash, I'm like, are you sure this guy should be just wandering around? She lost track of her dog. She fucking lost Tucker Carlson. I was like, there he is. Like, you wouldn't have been able to find him. Tucker probably would have been running home and free. Man. And Tyler. My name's not Tyler. Fine, I'll be your Tyler. Now, before anyone asks the inevitable questions, would I hit it? Maybe. She had a pretty face. I mean, she was like 40 years old or something like that. But man, she was kind of crazy. But hey, like a wise man once said, all women are crazy. It's just a matter of how much crazy you're willing to deal with. And that was a bit too goddamn much. That was like CIA gang stalking style crazy. Not even Teddy K would hit that. Okay, that's enough. We're not gonna, we're gonna wipe our mind, wipe it clean of the interaction that we just saw. We're gonna move on to something better. I don't know. I'm just fucking stun locked. What do I even say after that? That's it. My stream has been topped. You met the schizophrenic, semi-homeless person. Move on with it. Cut your losses. Go home. But we won't. We're gonna soldier on until our battery dies, which we're standing at like 30%, so we're doing pretty good. Ah, shit, I should have brought my portable charger. Damn it. Whatever. I feel like that's not the only time this is going to happen. I feel like the more I stream, the more times I'm going to suffer the random encounter. It's going to be legendary, I guess, because I'm the only fool that's going to be nice enough to document it. But hey, the golden rule of all mankind has always been stay strapped or get clapped. Okay? Not once in that entire scenario was I ever scared. 1, she's a woman. 2, her dog is fat as fuck. 3, if she did fight me, the dog could probably help me instead. Right? Realize me as his new master. And I'd take him in and I'd give him a workout schedule and I'd make Tucker Carlson the fittest dog he can be. And 4, well, what the fuck is she? She was stumbling over her words and her legs. What the fuck's she gonna do? Man, we got ourselves a nice scary park, Stacy Park. Quite frankly, that's not the half of it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's more people out there who are in absolutely terrible situations. Their brain is just scrambled eggs, and they can only really connect with a select few amount of people. Like, have you seen that meme where it's like women, when it comes to animals, and like they're basically like a Disney princess, all animals are coming to them, they're basically able to just instantly connect. And then men with like homeless schizophrenics, and like how they're able to just instantly connect and vibe with them, and they're like a protected class amongst the homeless schizos. That's me. All right. I, for some reason, when it comes to all these vagrants and homeless and schizoids and mental patients, I, for some reason, have like an aptitude, like some sort of psychic connection that they just like dial in. It's like, yeah, this is a person I can confide in and talk with and hang out with for a little while. Like, I'm never truly uncomfortable. I find myself like a human capybara, being able to be comfortable in nearly any situation and making friends with nearly anyone. But like, I have a limit. I can realize when things are getting fucking bizarro, and it's just time to cut your tail and go elsewhere. By the way, I don't know. I'm fucking stuck. What do I say? You know what? We're just gonna have a nice moment of silence. A nice moment of silence. Okay? All right, that's enough dead air. All right, now that I've come back to my senses and I've wiped the memory of schizophrenic dog lady out of my mind, we can get on to talking about more random bullshit that comes to my mind. I don't know. I feel like the walking streams are now you gotta amp it up. Gotta find more vagrants to interview. Hopefully ones with less sad outlooks on existence and not one that has to take care of a fucking animal. Like, sometimes I felt like I insulted her. Well, okay, to be fair, I was trying to felt her a little bit and like say stuff that is obviously trolling, okay? But I don't know if she could tell what was real or not. How do you troll someone who doesn't even know that trolling is a thing? It's like those sovereign citizens where their entire existence is basically trolling, but they take it seriously. Like, they take the idea of being a sovereign citizen as a real thing that you can be. That's fucking stupid. But it's like the reverse of that, where, you know, you're trolling, but their existence isn't trolling, even though it feels like it is. Now I'm just walking down the city street. I don't know, maybe next time I should stream in Toronto. Find a lot more vagrants that way. Actually, there's really cool, I don't know if I mentioned this last stream, but there's a really cool shop that has all these ex-museum artifacts and gemstones and like carved out bone pendants and taxidermies and all these different animal bones. It's really cool. And I want to go in Toronto. It's like a Dundas area, square, or whatever it's called. And I want to film it, go in there with my friends. And there's this really cool bone pendant that I wanted to buy it on camera. It's like $160. Really cool business. Ex-museum artifacts. How do you even procure such items? They have like samurai armor, ancient like Greek and Mesopotamian like pottery and whatnot, meteorites. It was really cool. And if I had more money, I'd buy that entire store. But I definitely, that's on the list of things to record, is that store. Here we are, walking in the middle of the street. They didn't even pave that. You know, Alpha Zero was right. Canada doesn't have snowplows. What? Is all the snow just disappeared in Finland? Do they have a flamethrower that just eliminates it for you? Actually, I don't know who has it or what country, but there's like heated streets. And when I'm building my city of Iberia, I'm going to make sure that we have heated streets so that it melts the snow from underneath. And that would be a really sick concept to introduce. Of course, I don't know what the maintenance of that would be, because like we have a tough time maintaining asphalt alone. I mean, this is pretty good actually, but I think this was recently implemented, this street, but there's still some cracks in it. But I'm saying that heated streets and like those solar power streets, or in Hungary on the highway, there's like if you go the intended speed, it plays a song. There's like instruments. I don't know how they do it, but that's really fucking cool. Or like these windmills where you pass it because you're going such a fast speed and it spins it, and that generates some amount of power, because wind power is not as efficient as I would like it to be. But that's just a concept I have brewing. Oh, see that? That's a drone in the sky. Here's a cash cab question. Where was the first Brampton or first Canadian drone police unit, whatever the fuck, in Brampton? Yeah, trivia question. I didn't even win anything from that. I wanted to win something. She made it seem like I was gonna get. It was probably the Smirnoff, right? I should have drank the Smirnoff. I should have just taken it. It would have made her a bit more tolerable. Now my brain's completely derailed. Maybe I should just... Whoa, it's kind of trippy. Okay, well, you can't really see anything. That's pretty cool. It's like... If I was homeless, which I'm not, okay? I'm not a homeless person, okay? Definitely not. I would probably choose to sleep under a bridge just to protect myself from the wind. But then again, sleeping under a bridge like a troll, probably gonna get yourself like killed by all the other homeless people who want to sleep under a bridge like trolls. Fuck, man, I'm so drained of ideas right now. I'm just like keeping my mind on that. That was traumatizing too, a little bit of it. Ooh, hold on, let's go climb this mountain real quick. Mountain. Basically, you have courts, right? Court is like this little cul-de-sac here, and have all the snow. So they get the snow plows to pile it up in this big mountain here. And you just let it smelt after a couple of weeks. That should be good to go. Don't have any gloves, so I'll be like doing this barehanded. Oh. See? That's what I'm talking about. King of the world, baby. Whoa. King of the world. King of these houses here. See, this is why you live in Canada. To have a nice big property, have a bunch of cars, have your money get stolen by the government so we can money launder it offshore. I'm joking, of course. The government would never do anything like that. Our government's the bestest government. Why must men climb mountains when there is no point? Because for the fun of it, okay? You know the fun of climbing a mountain? It's... Woo! Ow! Piece of ice went up my ass. Fuck me. And now everyone drop a like. If you're viewing this, just drop a like. I know I don't like to be that tuber who's like, yo, like, comment, and subscribe. But you have to do it. Because if people aren't reminded of it, they won't. So anything helps. Especially considering that I want to do this live streaming stuff a lot more. I want to do these long walks exploring different Canadian cities and towns, and I don't know, having a more raw, real experience. Because I feel like I'm kind of just doing nothing, so I might as well use that energy to go ahead and film a nice walk. And hopefully the commentary or whatever, if some people are pocket watching or second screen watching this, then they can enjoy that. Or maybe if my lol cow status reaches a level where I can profit off of it, then it will at the very least make it for a very good video essay. At least I won't be some weirdo creep like Jeremy Ham Planet or Burger Andy. Like, all these names shouldn't mean anything to people who are actually employed, but for me, all these people who are kind of despicable You look at them, you look at the short infamy that they have online, and you learn everything not to do when it comes to filming yourself online. Because there's a lot of way that people fuck up when it comes to documenting everything about their lives. And they kind of just make themselves a pariah. And I don't want that. I feel like if I'm going to be doing this, I got to do it right, do it semi-respectful, and I don't know, just not back down on who you are as an individual when filming. You can't be too much of a c***l like Johnny Somali, where you're going around disrupting minimum wage and like you're going to foreign cities and fucking with people. That's not right. That's not right at all. But if I can just walk around, document nature, document the city, maybe, with the consent of the filmed, I can film a few people, get to know what life is like in the big Canada, whatever city they're in, and do something semi-wholesome. Of course, you never know how the future is going to be. Like, these could just devolve into where I'm going around being a complete fucking screw off, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't want a Kino Casino clip made about me when I'm just getting completely felted by their commentary. If anything, I think like everyone should do a walk, record, speak therapy. That's what I'm going to call it. Walk, record, speak therapy. Where you're going around your local town, village, city, you're recording it, you're just speaking what's on your mind, and you're documenting the little things, the little parts of nature. Maybe you see a rabbit or a duck, or maybe you meet someone and you just have a conversation, whether it be schizoid or comprehensible. And you just let your thoughts flow on screen. And it probably is better for the people out there who, especially in the winter months, if you have to deal with the winter season, how they have the seasonal affective disorder, you're usually depressed because you don't really have much people to talk to, or no one wants to go out, or everything's being done online, or you don't get your vitamin D. So go out there, do some walks, and record your thoughts. Live stream it into the ether. And just let it flow. Let it happen naturally. Speak naturally. And say what's on your mind. Of course, if you live in like the UK or like some 1984 style dictatorship, like the UK, then be careful with some of your thoughts. But if you live in a free nation, then go fucking ham. But if you have like a job where they can easily fire you for saying what you want, I don't know. Go file a wrongful termination suit if that does happen to you. I mean, I'm not saying it does. It's all allegedly. Here we have a school that I never attended. It's only, what time is it? Oh, it's 12 o'clock, like precisely. That's crazy. Thought it was like earlier than that. Did I lose my Duolingo streak? I've been trying to learn Espanol. Oh, I almost fucking slipped. I've been trying to learn Espanol because I want to go to El Salvador at some point. Mi pasaporte está aquí March 11th. Listen, I'm not great at it. Okay, I'm not getting my Latina wife anytime soon with those skills, but at least I'm trying. Have you ever seen 90 Day Fiancé? And it's usually some slobbering, dim-witted American who doesn't learn a lick of the language of the wife that they bought. And I mean bought in like the respect of like, listen, we both know that you're only dating this woman because she wants the green card. She would not ever touch you if it weren't for the fact that you're an American who can get them a green card. They don't even bother to learn a lick of Espanol or Ruske or any language, any place that they're from. And it's usually a third world country. It's always a third world country that 90 Day Fiance is recording. Because, well, one, I mean, yeah, no shit. Like, I don't think this show would survive without the whole green card. Dude, that's the entire concept of the show, okay? But two, it's always people who know nothing about their culture, of their supposed love of their life, right? Like this one white, like 40-year-old white woman dating this Nigerian man, and it's like she can't even comprehend the idea of like going to a market, picking out a chicken to kill, and then like eating that. It's like, yeah, you'll eat chicken, but you won't kill it and like slaughter it. Point is, she knows jack shit about Nigerian culture or how Nigeria itself, the country, runs. But they're so in love with the idea of a person, the idea of an exotic cultural man or woman, that they latch on to that instead of the reality of what they are. Kind of fucking crazy to me. How many people remember Big Ed, the guy who's basically like a walking thumb, where like he doesn't have a neck, he has flesh. His fucking neck is fused to his shoulders. Okay, the guy is a walking bullet. All right, he's drawn like a 1940s cartoon. That guy had a Filipino wife, and she wanted kids, and he's constantly talking down to her like she's a child. Whereas like just because she doesn't understand English, he talks like a complete like an adult talking to a child. Like, I had a snip on my balls. Like, yeah, you had a vasectomy. I know what that is, but why are you talking to me like a child? And he's so demeaning of their culture, and he understands absolutely fuck all about the Philippines. Yeah, he's only interested in this woman because she's like 40 years younger, okay, 30 years younger, 20 years younger than him. Like some weirdo fucking, like, I can't do that. I'm 23 years old, okay? Say I'm 40, say I'm 30. Like, even if I am in the position of wealth and power to date someone younger than me, I feel like the disconnect is so vast because of all those ages of like 7, 3, whatever. That age gap is so incredibly dense because of how much time you have as a person to change, that I wouldn't date someone that much younger than me. How would you even fall in love properly? Some people say love find a way, or it's like, oh, we just instantly clicked. I feel like those people are fucking lying. There's some lies involved here, okay? There's no way that a 20-year-old woman is attracted to a 40-year-old man unless he's got something in the pocket or in the pants. There ain't no fucking way that you look at a 40-year-old wrinkly-ass man and you as a 20-year-old woman is attached to that. Unless you got some severe father issues. And same goes for men, okay? Men, cougar hunting or doing the young buck hunting, you have some fucking problems. All right? Date your age. Date your age. Sick and tired of this. You know, Macron, the French president, fucking his wife, his teacher wife, who I'm pretty sure abuses him. I have no doubts about this, okay? Listen, French women and Nordic women, they're like winter Latinas. But the point is that they're just as abusive as Latinos and Tinas, all right? So he definitely got a black eye after his fucking wife beat him. And she's like, what, 50? Like 60 years old? 80? The guy's like 30, 40. Fucking crazy. I get it. It's their private life. But you're a public figure. I can make fun of you. I'm allowed to make fun of you, aren't I? If you're a public figure. It's just ridiculous. Why do these people get a relationship? Why do all the neckbeards and lunatics and absolute barbarians get to have a healthy in air quotes relationship, and I'm stuck being alone? Maybe it's for a lack of trying. It definitely is a lack of trying, because I don't know if you know anything about the dating market, but it's kind of fucked. It's supremely fucked. Because not only is dating like commodified in the digital age, but people are so they're so worried to take the first steps on both sides of the spectrum, guy or girl. They're both afraid to take the first steps to meeting a new person, that it really creates these barriers, both physical and mental, on approaching someone. So it's like a lot of people, myself included, it's like, why even bother? Just go do anything else with your life, build your own life up, and just let the love come to you. Or if it's not meant to be, go write your destiny elsewhere. I always think about this very interesting stat that over 50% of all men in history have never reproduced. Over 50% of all mankind, all men, have never had a child and replicated their genetics. Now, I don't know how true that is, but judging by how the world looks today and basically modern standards in terms of the whole dating game, it kind of is believable that certain societies reach a point where you are so fucked in terms of competition that you are just completely priced or I guess pushed out of the dating market. And really, if you don't move elsewhere to different markets, you kind of die on the pavement there, buddy. And that's not like a black-pilled look at it. That's more like a realistic, because even in nature, right? Like in nature, not every deer or bear or gecko or fish is going to find themselves a partner. Not every crab is going to be able to reproduce. And it's just a fact that we need to get uncomfortably acquainted with. Like, okay, think about it this way. All the luxury beliefs that we hold, all the luxury items that we can have and shit like that can only exist in a society that's prospering well. But the moment we start to realize that a lot more work is going to be needed to fix stuff, a lot more belts are going to have to be tightened in order to survive the harsh winter, that's when people realize that our standards have to drastically change, and we can't have these luxury beliefs that all body sizes are beautiful, all people are meant for greatness, and all people are going to find the one. Those are only beliefs that can be held in a society. Can you shut the fuck up? God damn. Security. I'm walking on the sidewalk. Look, do you have it too? Fucking pisses me off. What was I saying? Fucking derailed my comment because of a shit-ass security camera. God damn. You know what? I don't even care. I'm not even going to finish my point. I'm just going to keep on walking. That's what pisses me off about living in cities. All the noise and hectic chaos and just sounds and all these people with their own personal devices and shit-ass cars and revving and loud-ass, shitty-ass music. Dun, 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 dun. That just sounds like complete ass. Fucking derailed my comment. Derail my stream. Fucking bullshit. I don't even remember what I was going to say anymore because I'm so pissed off. What a bunch of bullshit. yeah, anyways, not everyone's going to find someone, get comfortable with the idea that you might be alone, and maybe try to not simp, because if you become a simp, that's probably worse than being alone. In fact, I'd rather be alone than having to constantly fork out cash for female attention. All right, I'm not doing that no more. Not that I ever did, but okay, come on. We all got to be honest with ourselves. Okay, men being as down bad, being as horned up as we are in a world that's kind of built to cater to every one of your degenerate desires, you're going to have your moments of weakness. Everyone does. But I'm not one of those people who spent thousands of dollars. That is what is that's sewer slide levels of bad. That's downright diabolical. And I have to say it again. I mean, if I was a woman, I would be completely doing that too. I would be cheating the system out of all the money. Okay, if I was moderately attractive, you better believe I'd be a not so Christian woman. Okay. I know that sounds bad, but that's why God made me a man, so I don't have to, be a daughter of Babylon. Anyways, changing subject. Welcome to the Shoppers World parking lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Brampton doesn't really have much landmarks, save for a select few cool parking lots where you can go buy more stuff in it. Like a full-on business place, acumen, whatever. I really appreciate all the people who did stick through to see this stuff and tolerated my insanity for a little while. I highly appreciate those who were, oh no, we're gonna get ran over, we're gonna be killed. Oh, I appreciate all the people who did do comments and likes, and once again, Alpha Zero donating that money, my first ever donations on stream. Thank you so much. You were immortalized in my heart. And yeah, truly, it was a nice stream. It was cool. We got to experience what it's like to be a homeless person with a dog. And we also got to hear some more wise words of wisdom from the Kaiser himself. And I don't know what else to say. But thank you very much for tuning in. I've been the Magalanium, and I'm gonna have to cut it here because my battery's gonna die. Catch you next time. I probably might be out streaming, I don't know, maybe Monday, possibly Saturday, like tomorrow. We'll see what I'm doing then. But what an eventful stream. What a life, people. What a life. All right. Good night. Goodbye.